Some decks are the meta,
Hey, can you hand me my helmet? I like winning.
while other decks try to counter it.
This needs to be banned.
Put your helmet back on!
What does that deck do?
Join us each week as we examine the decks that decided to go rogue. What's up, everybody? Circus here, coming at you with the rogue deck roundup. Now, last week, I tried to mix it up a little bit, and people, there was mixed reviews, because I was like, let's get some variety in here, and people were like, kind of like Herf, like, these decks are crap, Circus. I'm like, okay, alright.
Well, okay, I think the problem is that, like, I don't know, like, you got like Nifroth that gets like King of Games like 30 times in a season. Like,
Right.
it can't be that much of an accomplishment, you know what I mean?
Well, people were just saying, oh, what about this deck? What about that deck? So I'm like, well, let's throw some in here and have some fun with it. But, so we're back to tournament decks, but I did throw a little spice in here, so Herf, you gotta tell me, is it a legit?
Which one is from the Meta Freakly or what?
Maybe. All right, we'll get started right away. This is a deck people have been asking for, but hey, it did get a tournament top, so here you go.
Dude, this deck is so boring. It's just like so boring. Like the entire like win condition is just like stalling on Madame Vera until you have enough spells in your hand to OTK.
Right.
Like that's it. Like that's the entire strategy. And I mean, it was a really good, strong deck back in the day. But
For like a month, remember? And then it got nerfed right
Yeah.
away and it started
it
falling
was like
off
really
and-
impressive for that month though. Like
Yeah.
in the right hands.
Yeah. Did a lot of
Like
argument.
-1 playing this deck.
Right.
Like Sniff is.
You
or
don't,
people like
yeah,
that.
you don't want to play against them, but otherwise, this deck was just never that impactful. Like, it had the potential to be, just never was. Did get a top 8 here, so there you go.
Well, this deck was like the deck that really like stopped Element Sabers, like started the downfall of Element Sabers. I would
Right,
say.
because you're negated.
You can't do anything. Yeah.
Good luck.
You had to have Econ. You had to have like Alistair plus Econ if you wanted a fusion to go through.
Right. All right, here we go. Here we go. Next one. You ready? You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Oh,
Dude, triple D.
What do you think? What do you
do I
think?
like some triple Ds?
What do you
I mean,
think?
it's not that spicy just because it's just like the same stuff. You know
what
I mean?
what
Like,
tournament series?
I don't know, dude. Triple D sounds like a Meta Freakly. It really does feel like a Meta Freakly.
It is a
I
battle
mean,
phase event.
I mean, the hard part is that like just the tournament top, it's hard to really.
Right.
say-
No, this
like,
is like top 8.
I feel like
top 8.
I feel like this could like top a battle phase, but it would win a Meta Freakly. You know what I mean?
A lot of people excited because I guess this is like the signature deck for the upcoming character, right?
Yeah, I mean,
For Declan.
I don't know.
Am
I
right
don't
about
know
that,
a
or
lot
no?
about the new character. I thought puppets were like the new character.
No, like for Arc V or whatever. I just saw people get
Oh, I
excited
don't know.
because if pendulums
Oh,
come.
for the pendulums. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about like the next like.
No, Quattro
in-game
has got
character we're getting.
the gimmick puppets. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that triple Ds are going to become really good in Pendulum era.
Mm-hmm.
It's just how good they're going to be, right? Because it all depends upon how they're going to set up the zones. So, like, if they make the zones occupy 2 of your spell and trap cards, like zones, I don't think this deck is really going to become that oppressive like everybody thinks. But if they make them separate, then this deck is going to be nuts, like tier 0.
I think they're not gonna change the engine. You know how expensive that is? Get out of
Well, they
here.
wouldn't necessarily have to change the engine. They're just like format the.
Well, right,
a
but
little
that's a big
differently.
change to
It'd
the
be
game.
a lot of work.
Yeah,
but-
they're not gonna do that.
Well, I mean, that's the big thing. Like, people think that pendulums are going to be busted in Duel Links just because they're busted in the TCG. It's like, but in the TCG, you have 5 spell and trap card zones. Like, 2 of them being occupied isn't that big of a deal. And even like when they were relevant in the TCG, they made separate zones outside of the 5.
Right.
So, but in Duel Links, you would get to have 1 back row. Like, what? Like,
Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Well, it might.
I
We'll
don't know.
see. We'll see.
and
We'll
have a 4-card hand. Like, I don't know. Like, half of your scale is your hand. Like, what?
Right.
Special summon 2. Let's go, dude.
I think I can do that already. All right. How about this one?
Oh, dude. Okay, so
Hey.
Gaia. Oh, okay. I was actually gonna talk about it.
Okay,
but-
well, Gaia, to be fair, I think it's going to stay in rogue deck status for a little bit, right? Because it's
I
not
don't know.
it's not scoring a lot of points. I'm going to say that.
I think that it is going to be more meta dependent, right?
Mhm.
So this deck is super strong against anything that's hand trap reliant. It's really bad against anything that's back row reliant. So I think it'll just kind of come in and out as like a tier 3, tier 2, or tier 4 kind of like.
So what if you
It's
can
gonna go
disrupt
up.
it kind of early, like with Karma Cut or TTH or something like that? But if you're playing Fire Kings or Yusenjus, you could be in trouble.
Yeah, so like I think that this deck has its best matchups. I guess like Yusenju's. I wouldn't really consider that like a relevant matchup though. But like Fire Kings and Thunders are like its best matchups by far. But then anything
Yusenjus
that has
just won Battle Phase Thursday, by the way. Just saying. Just saying.
we'll get to the Bro Senjus, I'm
All
sure.
right, just saying.
But
I'm just saying.
dude, I'm
Not a
knocking
relevant
that.
matchup. They just won a tournament.
I'm not. No, okay,
Gaia
you
didn't
know-
top, but whatever.
You know that I
Whatever.
would never knock the Bro Senju.
Listen to this Gaia enthusiast over here. A Gaia
However-
supporter.
I've never been an adamant supporter of Gaia. I think that overall it's gimmicky and it gets carried by having 2 Tretch and 3 Book of Moon. Like literally any deck right now is good with 2 Tretch and 3 Book of Moon.
All right, stop gushing all over Gaia. Give it up.
No,
All right,
I'm gushing over Tretch and Book of Moon,
check out this next deck.
dude.
I wish this deck was a little bit better because I like playing control decks, but even for me, this is too slow of a
It's
control
just
deck.
missing like one like really offensive piece. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
it's just so slow, and you just gotta
it's
look for that
very,
one
very
moment to get
close.
1700. You know, like with Yusenjus, you can always get that 900 with the comma 2 most of the time. So like the game's over in like 4 to 5 turns if every turn you
Yeah.
hit with that, right? With this,
Yeah.
you're not always gonna get that 1700 with the one attack. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
it's a
I think
20
this
turn
deck
game.
got-
It's a 20
this
turn
deck
game.
got a little bit better when Xyz came out,
Mhm.
but overall, or like when like the good Xyz for the deck came out. But overall, I just think that in general, it's just a little too slow, like you're saying, and it lacks like that one more offensive option.
Mhm.
I don't know if whether painters have other support that they could get, but they're just like one monster, like really being able to push away. Like I don't know. Like if they had like a 2400 attack monster that they could special summon, this deck would be amazing. You know what I mean? It's just
Right.
like that close.
So you know how like Latin has like a lot of root words in a lot of languages. So like if you see like certain things like, oh, I can kind of key off and kind of figure out what words mean. So if you look at the
Bofa.
well, if you look at the skill on this deck, it says Robo del Destino or whatever Destino, which means Destiny robots, obviously, right?
Okay, but can you tell me where Bofa comes from?
I don't want to know. So could you tell us? Can you tell us about the Destiny robot skill?
I mean, I guess it would be like Destiny Draw, but I'm not
And
sure.
before you guys get in the comments, obviously I'm just screwing around. I know it's Destiny Draw. Circus! That's not Destiny robots.
robots.
Robo is not the
I'm still trying to
root word
figure out
for
where
robots.
Bofa comes from, though.
I don't even want to know. It just sounds like something I don't want to be on. But yes, I know it's Destiny Draw, you guys. All right, because if you look, this deck also uses Destiny
see.
robots.
Dude, magnets, let's go. Okay, Quick Draw Synchron is kind of interesting. Like, I guess like he has Jet Synchron or Quick Draw Synchron to like, I don't know, depending upon what he wants to go into, right? Because he has
Right.
the one tuning, he can search for it. I mean, I guess Hastor is a pretty cool option, but I don't really see the utility of going into like a level. Like, what is that level 8? I've never seen it before.
That's Lafleur, remember? Or something like that, right?
I don't know if that card
Lafleur.
is good or not, but it might be good.
It might be good.
I don't know.
This is a spicy magnet deck. It's
it is
Destiny
pretty cool.
robots, dude. It's Destiny. This is a Destiny robot deck.
I thought that they were magnets, but apparently they're robots.
They're Destiny robots.
I don't know. It's cool. I think tuning and the synchrons are pretty neat, but I wouldn't say it's anything more than just neat.
All right. How about this one?
Oh, this is,
Wah, 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 wah.
dude, this. I don't even know if you could call this spicy anymore.
It's just
Like it's been around. It's been.
I know
done.
there's just a lot of people that are like, oh, there's probably a lot of Mayakashi enthusiasts, but I'm not one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just never was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just
It's
never
so
was.
close, but it wasn't.
It even mixes in the Shiranui. Like, look, we're like cousins with Shiranui. It's like you're the garbage country cousins that come to town, and
They have like 4 teeth.
right, and they're barefoot.
Always smell a little funny no matter how many times they shower.
Yeah, exactly. That's my Akashi. All right. We're starting to script the bottom of the barrel here, but
Ooh. What is this, Monarchs?
yeah.
Samorg Monarchs?
Yep.
That's cool.
All right. Next one.
Okay. I think it's really funny that they, during Casey Cup, they switched to Harpy's Hunting Ground just to, like, bluff Harpies.
Or it's just so that you also have a field spell, right? So you can switch it out if you brick or whatever.
But that's the main reason you play Harpy's Hunting Ground instead of like the Yami field spell or like
Oh, just a bluff. Like, I'm playing Harpies.
Yeah.
So you set up against that, and then they
Yeah,
surprise.
They might be tempted to go like Bouncer or Roach or something, and like instead of a more like oppressive play, and then you just go, okay, I'm playing Tri-Mids, hee hee.
Right.
But
Tri-Mids is Tri-Mids.
The extra deck is pretty
broken. I'm still trying to figure out how he goes into it, but I'm sure once you get into it, forget about it.
Dude,
you know what I mean?
As soon as you get in there, dude, oh my god, it's like swimwear.
Yeah. Can't stop it. All right, next one. This is the deck I just wish was, but never is, never will be.
Uh-oh. Ultra Athletes?
Yeah, I always like the play style, but it just not happening, bro.
Dude, a lot of people thought that signing deal was gonna make him like broken, but it turns out that like
it's still bricks.
Yeah, like there's just
it's still
not
bricks.
enough things that you can do.
Let us play cyber style with this, and then maybe, right? Remember that was the skill back in the day, or one of them, because you could get your tributes out on the field.
And it's funny that he's playing Chain Disappearance though.
Right. Maybe if he was playing Destiny robots. Just saying. If your deck has problems, Destiny
just
robots.
do Destiny robots.
Exactly.
It's interesting that he's playing 3 field spell though. A lot of people only played 2, but I guess like the best thing is like if you put out like Ace plus another monster, right? Because Ace is just like ultimate Providence basically.
Right.
Like it's like a really good negate, but then everything else if you go for Ace, you lose all your OTK potential, and you're an OTK deck, so you're just kind of stuck in awkwardness.
Yeah. Someday we'll get that UA support. Probably not. All right, and the last deck of the night. You ready?
I'm ready.
Oh yeah, let's go.
Oh yeah, dude, let's go, dude. He's even playing Destiny robots, dude. Oh,
I know. That's why this deck is the best, man. You can't beat it.
Hey, this won a battle phase
tonight. Even, yeah.
It didn't even have to win a Meta Freakly, and we're still talking about it, dude. That's how broken this deck is.
It actually beat Harpies in Battle Phase Thursday. Harpies.
I mean, I would imagine that this has a good Harpy matchup. I mean, I guess like the Harpy Lady won if they're smart with it. Like you out OEM, and this is kind of hard to play through. But I guess like Harpy players have like -4 IQ, and like Yosenju players have like 20 billion.
Oh yeah, they do.
Oh yeah! 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 Oh yeah!
Destiny robots. All right. You know we're big Yosenju fans or Bro Senju fans here, so
Bro Senju.
We don't even need to talk about it. That's how great it is.
You know how I feel. I feel positive.
Yeah, it's a great deck. So
affirmative.
I tried to cover the spectrum. These were all tournament winners in some form or another. All right, we're going to get out of here, but you should get in the Discord because it's free. The tournaments are free, and the new player help is free, of course. Yeah, that's about it. We're going to get out of here. I'm Circus. That's Herf. All right, then. See ya.